season, winning all sorts of events, but going very, very well on this big bike. Number 19, number 8 there, and you can see Steve Spray, number 8, a privateer, desperately in need of sponsors. Steve Spray acknowledging the camera there. Number 5, young Trevor Nation from Salisbury, dare I say, young on the Rotary Norton. Salisbury, the quickest man round Thruxton, the quickest man round the Mallory Park circuit. Number 69, Jamie Whittam on the Suzuki, another sensational young rider, and he is the man who actually rode over Brian Morrison when Morrison stepped off at the recent Mallory Park meeting, and millions of grandstand viewers saw that. Darren Dixon, number 19, on the RG 500 Suzuki, Paget sponsor. Dixon from Folkestone in Kent has won every time the TV cameras have been present, back with Morrison. This is the man most likely, but Dixon will be in there, of course, trying to sort him out. A very, very star-studded field. Of course, this being the end of the British season means that a lot of the riders who are normally on the continent are here to contest this Cadwell Park meeting. Morrison has done an awful lot at home. He had a good ride last week at Donington. Finished third in the World Formula One round at Donington. No mean achievement behind Neil Mackenzie and Roger Burnett, regular Grand Prix contestants. Riders off on their warm-up lap, leaving the start-finish area. The first bend into the left-hander is Coppice. Coppice is a fast 90-mile-an-hour bend on a slight uphill rise. The right-hander they're going into now, Charlie's Corner, and that's some coincidence because Charlie Corner is also riding in today's event. Down along Park Straight, the fastest part of the circuit Park Straight, 150 miles an hour in the bottom of the hill on these big bikes. As they come down through the gearbox, the brakes go hard on into the right-hander at Park Bend. A short 100-meter dash along to Chris Curve, but really at the speeds they're going, it is one continual sweeping right-hander. They're dropping down the hill now away from Chris Curve towards the gooseneck, which is a right, a left, and a right again, which they then exit towards Mansfield. A 90-degree left-hander, which is tightening up even more because they then flick very, very tightly into the chicane before heading off down 90-mile-an-hour straight. The left-hander at the end of which leads them to the mountain. Now the mountain has been here since Cadwell started 50 years ago. Puts the front wheel in the air as the riders come over there, pulling hard, heading away towards Hall Bends into the wooded section. Can be a bit tricky here because the shadow is on the track never really dries out, it's damp and a bit cool. From Hall they go to the hairpin, the slowest part of the circuit, down into first gear, exiting the hairpin towards Barn Corner to complete the lap. On exiting Barn they will be in my sight on the start-finish straight, coming down to complete the lap. 2.17 miles of Cadwell Park, the outright lap record currently standing at 1 minute 34.3, 82.99 miles an hour. We shall be watching this race with a great deal of interest because the all-beating RC30 Hondas in the hands of people like Morrison and various other riders in the race. Carl Fogarty is out there on an RC30 Honda as well. Carl Fogarty riding number 63 today, who wrapped up the World Formula One Championship at Donington Park last weekend. Morrison on the hard right-hand side. These single swinging arm Hondas have been phenomenally successful this year. Across the front row, pole position, Brian Morrison. Next to him, Darren Dixon. Jamie Whittam goes riding number 69. Trevor Nation on that Rotary Norton had some good results this year. And Steve Spray completes the front lineup of the grid. The 30-second board will shortly be going up, and as I speak we're getting 30 seconds, so 10 laps to go for the King of Cadwell Trophy. Superbikes, capacity limit, 1300cc, the lights have gone, they're all away, heading up towards Coppice, and the left-hander, we shall pick up the leader as they head up towards Charlie's. Race 1, I saw it on the Team Green Kawasaki in the first four. Exiting Charlie's on that very, very fast section, number 5 there. Trevor Nation leading on the seconds length into park. Trevor Nation from Salisbury, 28 years of age, outright lap record holder for Thruxton and Mallory Park. The development on this Norton has progressed in leaps and bounds this year since Malcolm Heath took it to its first win at Snetterton last year. But Trevor Nation and Simon Buckmaster campaigned it very successfully. 580cc is the capacity accepted by the ACU, which is the governing body of motorcycle sport in Great Britain. But the FIM, which is the European governing body, have not accepted it at 580. Therefore, it is not eligible yet for international competition. Nation leading. Jamie Whittam there in second. On the Suzuki, Trevor Nation approaching Norton. Nation, number 5. Down goes the front. Riding with white power, upside down. For those of you technically minded, upside down front forks, which greatly improve the handling of this machine, enables him to throw it from right to left and change direction very quickly. But Nation it is, still leading comfortably on his second lap. Lightly out, heeling the Norton over. 1 o'clock 70. 20 machine lengths separate him from the second man. Up towards park. Very positive first lap by Trevor Nation. Making it one bend. Swings out of park and into Chris Kerr. Hardly sat up at all. Kept the machine cranked over around that very, very fast right-hander. Down towards the gooseneck. Such is the lead that Nation has over the second and third men. And this is where the battle is at this stage. Phil Miller in second place. Number 10, Phil Miller. Jamie Whittam, his Suzuki teammate. So Suzuki's second and third. Back with our leader, Trevor Nation, over the mountain for the second time. Stretching out that lead now from the two Suzukis. Having it all his own way so far. On with the front brake. Down goes the suspension. Coming out the path for the second time. The watch is running now on Trevor Nation. The watch is going. Let's see if he gets anywhere near. This is the battle. Whittam goes inside alongside Miller. So Whittam going into Coppice has taken over second place from teammate Phil Miller. Jamie Whittam in second. Phil Miller down to third. These two had a ding-dong battle in the Formula One round at Donington last week. Miller went out with a blown engine halfway through the race. Jamie Whittam in fourth was going very, very comfortably, and on the last lap his clutch gave up the ghost, so Whittam retired with 1 lap to do. 39 laps gone. A heartbreaking moment for him, but a good performance in world-class company. Look at the way Nation now streaking away from the rest of this pack, leaving them in his wheel tracks. Into Mansfield, through the chicane. The watch still running on Trevor Nation. Into the second, Miller still in third. Approaching the mountain, Jamie Whittam, number 69. A double wheelie, picked it up again as the front end came down, put the power on, drove on towards Hall Bends. Trevor Nation coming down now, the watch is still running. Heading down towards the line, Trevor Nation. 1:34.95, fractionally outside the lap record. So he still has it all to do, but he's riding a very, very comfortable race, very stylish, polished. The battle is all about the minor placings at this moment in time as Nation streaks on to a very convincing lead. The two Suzukis fighting it out, second and third place, and a battle developing now. The rest of the pack closing up. And in fact, the third place man has changed. We have a new third place man behind Jamie, and a tremendous wobble, but he hangs on to it. Down goes the cautionary leg as Brian Morrison went through. That was a very nasty moment, a heart-stopping moment. Indeed, Brian Morrison up into third place behind Jamie Whittam. This is the way we thought the battle would go, but we reckoned without Trevor Nation and his Norton. And as I speak, he crests the mountain. An unassailable lead so far for Nation. The Norton really is going well. Can he set the outright lap record for Cadwell Park as well and put a third track record under his belt this year? Nation coming out of Bond. Down towards the start-finish area. The watch is going again as he crosses the line. Jamie Whittam goes over in second, Brian Morrison in third, and it's Darren Dixon, number 19, in fourth place. Dixon is going to have to work hard to get past these two because the Flying Scot, 29-year-old Morrison from Kirkcaldy, is breathing down Jamie Whittam's neck. Morrison leading the Superstocks Championship. Hopefully, and I say hopefully, subject to sponsorship deals, we'll be doing the Superbike rounds across the world next year. And you can draw your own conclusions as to how much expense is needed to contest World Superbike, World Grand Prix, in fact World anything, with the travel costs, the enormous machine preparation costs. But Morrison plans to do it. He's a professional racer. 6 years racing experience under his belt, but it's all come good for him this year. Number 2, Brian Morrison. He's delivered the goods for Honda. Whittam still fighting off the Morrison challenge. Jamie Whittam, number 69. Morrison almost alongside as they go towards Hall Bend, and Morrison goes through. Into Hall. Morrison through into second. Can he do anything now about number 5, the Flying Trevor Nation on the rotary Norton? Race 1 there in the distinctive green leathers, but here is Brian Morrison up into second place. Jamie Whittam riding for the Mick Grant team this year and will again be riding for the Mick Grant Heron Suzuki team next year, as will Phil Miller. Trevor Nation having a brilliant year, riding a variety of machinery, but has delivered the goods for Norton on the rotary. Nation leading, Morrison up to second, Jamie Whittam in third, Darren Dixon up to fourth, Phil Miller in fifth, and Steve Chambers in sixth. Nation leaving the rest of the field in his exhaust fumes from that flying Norton. Onto the footrest of the left leg. Through the chicane. Trevor Nation really piling on the coals now. 4 laps to go. On his 6th lap. Jamie Whittam, Darren Dixon. Phil Miller still there. Distinctive yellow leathers. Coming out of Barn Corner. Over the line again goes Trevor Nation on the Norton. Just look at that lead. Into Coppice, nothing at all to hurry about. Whittam in second, Dixon up to third. Morrison in second, I beg your pardon. Nation on the Norton. Dixon really having to work hard now. Some 400-500 yards now separates Trevor Nation from the rest of the pursuing pack. Treating Park and Chris Curve as one bend. Whittam second. Morrison has gone. Brian Morrison has gone from the equation, so Jamie Whittam in second with Darren Dixon breathing down his neck in third place. So Brian Morrison, number 2, is out of the reckoning. No mistaking our leader, number 5, Trevor Nation. A big wobble on the Norton as he crests the mountain. Into Hall Bends. Flicks it right, left, right again. Down towards the hairpin, stamps down through the gearbox, into first gear. Lays it hard right. Towards Barnes, squirts it. Down goes the suspension, front brake hard on. Exiting Barnes. The watch is still running. He is well outside the lap record, 2 seconds outside the lap record, but he has no need to hurry. But a screaming pack coming through. Whittam, Dixon, Mellor. And that's how Dixon through. The RG Suzuki had the edge on power and went past Jamie Whittam. So Darren Dixon, number 19, now up into second place. Jamie Whittam closing, he hasn't given up yet. Jamie Whittam still in third. Darren Dixon, who's won every race so far that the television cameras have covered, looks about to have that record spoiled because he can do nothing about Trevor Nation, who has made this race his own from the first lap. Nation into Mansfield. And the chicane looking immaculate. Behaving itself perfectly, responding to Trevor Nation's every whim, twitch of the controls, rising out of the seat, picks the front wheel again as he puts the power on. Into Hall Bends. An impeccable display of riding skill by Trevor Nation and a demonstration by the Norton camp that they can really screw Formula One stroke superbike type machine together, and it really opens up the prospects for this machine. If it can only get international recognition, the FIM will agree that capacity limit to allow Norton to contest the World Superbike or the World Formula One Series. Then that really opens up their opportunities. Everyone in Britain has to agree that Norton has it together. Second place man, Darren Dixon on his Suzuki. So Norton leads, Suzuki second, Suzuki in third. Dixon comfortably in second. And the race is really all about third place. Dixon looks comfortable in second. 4 men are locked together for the third place battle. Nation has made this race his own. With 2 laps to do, next time Nation comes round, the last lap flag will be out. Darren Dixon from Folkestone will get the same treatment. And the race is all about third place. An outstanding race by Trevor Nation. A good performance by Dixon because he battled through. That's where the battle is. Where the action is. Behind Darren Dixon, there's a squabble going on for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th place. That's how close it is. Trevor Nation, the last lap flag out, on his last lap. The distinctive yellow leathers of Dean Ashton were showing in that tussle for 3rd place, so he's in there fighting. Nation has streaked away, totally demoralising the opposition, cruising round on what is almost now a victory lap. Another win for the Norton, a good win, leaving the Japanese opposition really struggling in his wake. Half a lap to do. Dixon, this is where the battle is. And Whittam has been passed, so we have a new 3rd place man in the dying seconds of the race. We have a new third place man, heading towards the mountain. Trevor Nation goes through Hall Bends for the last time up towards the hairpin. Out of barn. The checkered flag is ready. An enormous wheelie, a triumphant wheelie. Superb machine control by Trevor Nation over the line to take the win. Darren Dixon comes over in second. And it's Carl Fogarty, the new Formula One champ, who came home in third place. Carl Fogarty took third from Blackburn, 22 years of age, 4 years a professional racer, but no mistaking the leader. Trevor Nation, hand in the air, number 5 on the Rotary Norton. Trevor Nation took the win. Darren Dixon came home in a good second place. Carl Fogarty was there in third. Phil Mellor battled all the way. Fourth was good enough. Steve Chambers was fifth, and Jamie Whittam was one time second, finished up sixth at the end of the race.
And we'll have more motorcycling.